1 year ago, I was still at university, and in one of my dorm rooms, I was sharing an apartment with 3 people, and I was paying like 900 euros for the apartment, and now we're here in this building paying the exact same price. And take a look at this view. So I guess what I'm trying to say, think of my apartment in the Netherlands, right? Like that stenchy room that I'm sharing with like 3 people, as retainer model, and think of where I'm living right now as pay per lead, because you would be putting in the exact same effort, but you'll be getting 10 times out of it. And the reason is obviously because you don't work with local business owners anymore. You work with a different beast, corporate giants that have marketing budgets for a lot more than a few grand a month, right? And that is a game changer, because imagine Alex Hormozi didn't actually go out all of the way and did his, for the record, he was doing manual launches of gyms, right? He would go out, do the sales for the gyms, and then he would collect a commission, basically. That's a advanced form of retainer, SMMA, essentially, right? Because it's marketing, closing clients, getting more customers for local businesses, in this case, gyms. And when he switched to info, right, he was selling his course on how to actually grow gyms. He printed like 7 to 8 figures, a few million in profit. And after all of that grind, it was just a business vehicle that exploded him. So what if you could actually save yourself from all this grind? Because obviously Alex Hormozi didn't have Hormozi, right? Or else he wouldn't be making these mistakes. And I'm saying that, for me at least, retainer was comparatively what Alex Hormozi was doing, right? I was calling people at 3 a.m. in the night for a local med spa who never answered the phone. I called them like 20 times because I didn't have enough leads, and they would just not get to the phone, and I needed to, get clients for my only customer. She was paying me $1,500, and that was a lot of money for her, because she was a single mom and she was, grinding her business, and I didn't want to disappoint her. I was calling everybody as much as I could on Go High Level, just ripping the dials, but in the end, she still lost a lot of money with me, which I felt terrible for, right? But it was not my fault, because she didn't have any Google reviews, she didn't have any testimonials, and it was basically raw dogging the sales process, right? And that's something you don't need to do in pay-per-lead, because essentially, if you know how to speak corporate tongue, the language, and talk about cost per lead, cost per acquisition, you can really close corporate clients without having any testimonials. Because if you bring up testimonials, they're gonna think that you're doing something fishy, right? Because usually how the calls go is like, hey, how much a lead, how much do they convert at? Let's have a test run, right? These corporate businesses, how they work is different than local business owners. They do not have like emotion attached to it, right? The local business owner has everything to lose, because 2 grand, 3 grand a month is a lot for them, right? Even 1,500. But corporate business owners, you won't even be on the phone with the CEO. It's an affiliate manager. He has a set budget he needs to spend every month to test out things, and he would rather just give it to somebody he trusts. And if you speak his language, then you're gonna get the test order. Now in pay-per-lead, test orders are everything. You need to make sure you get the quality leads. Sometimes they range from 5 to 100,000. In some crazy law firms, they'll send you 300,000 if you have some sort of track record. So it's a different dimension. And pay-per-lead did this. I'm not saying like fucking guru, like spending 4 grand on a apartment. No, my rent is legit like under 1,500, but it's the vehicle and basically, the perspective change that allowed all of this. Because I, like you, right, I stumbled across this model from some sort of YouTube video, and it really clicked in my mind, because I'm a lazy person, right? I don't want to invest like crazy grind to, you know, scale retainer to 50, 100 clients to do these 100K month profits. I was trying to find something easier, and unfortunately nothing is easy. But pay-per lead is as easy as it gets because you're in the right business vehicle. There's a reason why 9 out of 10 companies listed on the NASDAQ are pay-per-lead companies, right? And I wanted to just close today with this gorgeous view of Bangkok because look at that. That's just so fucking sexy. And if you guys need any help, DM me on Instagram.